Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy update. This is going to be a classic read and I'm going to jump straight in. Try to keep it short today. We're all busy. It's the beginning of the week. Hopefully you guys have manifested a lot of great stuff coming in and you managed to use the new moon energy that we were in this weekend, especially yesterday, of course, when it was peaking. That you used it for setting intentions for something beautiful to come in the next 2 weeks and also in the next 6 months, because this is the time between this new moon in Libra and the next time we will have new moon in Libra. Okay, let's get started. Let's see what we have for the twins. I'm starting with an oracle card. As always, I do have my Hermit Tarot Oracle here. Post some messages between the twins at the end. So let's get a card for the Divine Feminine first of all. Hope you guys are doing well and you're energized and ready to tackle this new week and whatever comes with it. In our area, it's pretty cold actually. It was like the temperatures dropped on Friday, I think, pretty dramatically. And I mean, it's not like it's cold, but you know, it's a big contrast of the temperatures, right? And it's actually a very interesting point from the mindset perspective, because it works the same way, right? Like sometimes something may not be as striking or dramatic, but it could be compared to the information we had or the opinion we had, you know, to what we were thinking about this subject, event, person, whatever, right? Like maybe it's not a big deal, but I had something completely else in mind. And that's why it's shocking. And that's why sometimes we're in denial or, yeah, we are in that stress mode, you know, the same as with our bodies right now, at least in this area. I'm sure it'll just take a few days to get used to it, but I did have to turn on my heat this weekend, which was weird. Okay, so for the feminines, we have number 10, deliver your greatest gift to the world. Yes, so don't want to sound like a broken record, but this is the reminder, Divine Feminine, you have a lot to give this world, and you yourself, your energy, the way you do things, the way you communicate, are already a gift to humanity, right? This is a big part of your gift cluster and what you can do, you know, with the with the like sensory skills, the psychic skills, combined with all this uniqueness in you. This is what the gift is, the biggest gift. And yeah, you like, this is a clock ticking saying like, it's time, you're ready for it. If you thought before that you weren't, maybe you had to do some preparation, now the universe is saying you're ready. It's graduation time, it's card number 10. What do you have for Divine Masculines today? 2 cards. Okay, we'll take them. Number 25. The Phoenix rises into joyful abundance. I like this card. Usually we think about the Phoenix rising from the ashes, right? And this is like, there's like a nod to that aspect of it. But it's not really, because the emphasis is not on rising from the ashes. It's about joyful abundance. Again, Phoenix, like a lot of people associate Phoenix from rising from the ashes, but actually Phoenix has their entire life cycle until that particular miracle happens. And it's just one of the miracles in their life, in that lifetime, right? Phoenix has amazing powers, you know, from mythology. And this is saying, to me, very mirroring energy with Divine Masculines to what we just saw for DF. That, you know, you are a miracle, you're amazing, and you know, you need to recognize it first and to be in that joyful energy, to be able to see it in 3D and for other people to see your beauty. And the second one, surprise, surprise, memento mori, there might not be a someday. Yeah, and again, the clock is ticking that it's now. Right now, you're supposed to recognize your miraculous self, Divine Masculines, how beautiful you are, how unique you are, and you know how many reasons for happiness and joy you have because of how your life has turned out, because what you've learned, you know, if you know your divine feminine because of meeting your divine feminine and how transformative it was for you. And a lot of people may want to say at this point that, well, you know, it came with a lot of pain and suffering. But that's the trick to it, right? To see the beauty of experience, even if it doesn't necessarily look like that on the surface. Or like if you tell the story to a friend, they'll be, yeah, no, it still seems really messed up to me. Or it still seems like there was more pain and suffering than happiness there. So why would you want to go for it? You know, like it's not your usual 3D karmic relationship. It's on a completely different level. And the main idea of it is to transform both of the twins. That's the key of it. Not being together, you know, dating or living together or whatever, getting married. That's secondary to it. The main one is cause this transformation in each other. And isn't that beautiful? And isn't that for each of the twins, isn't that a great reason to appreciate this connection? And imagine, like I'm imagining, you know, how beautiful it is because of how my twin changed me or caused those changes in me. Not directly, of course, like he didn't know much about it. Still doesn't know much about it. Also, he knows he's a twin flame, right? So it's not like he was thinking about, okay, I'm a twin flame, so I'm supposed to do X, Y, Z here. No, of course not. But that's the beauty of it. It happens with the energy. So I'm appreciative of how they changed my life, and for me, it's amazing how I've changed theirs, how much impact I have on my twin's life. And I know I do, I can see it. Sometimes he tells me, sometimes I just can see it. Sometimes I get, you know, telepathic messages and downloads on that. And it's amazing. I'm so inspired by it, of how I am an inspiration to another person to become a better version of themselves. And sometimes they don't have any other inspiration. For certain topics and certain moments, that's the only source of inspiration. Like this lighthouse, you know, and it's beautiful in its own way. Not like that, it's not about fixating on it and spending a lot of time on it, or like thinking, oh, I'm so great because I'm doing it for this person. No, it's about also valuing myself, right? And acknowledging these amazing things that are happening in our life. The more you acknowledge everyday miracles, the more you're going to be bringing them into your environment. Okay, let's get into tarot. I've got the Dreaming Way Tarot with me today. Let's see what we have for Divine Feminine energy. 5 of Swords. Okay, a little coldish here. We'll pull some clarifiers. What do we have for Divine Masculines? Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse. What do we have for the connections energy? Page of Swords. I'm pretty sure we had it the last time I did a reading with these cards. It's funny. Okay. Please clarify 5 of Swords for the feminine. And by the way, if you're interested in a personal reading or a coaching session, reach out via an email address and we can discuss the details. Please clarify 10 of Cups in reverse for the masculines. Four of Cups in reverse, okay. Please clarify Page of Swords for the connection. Page of Swords. You can't make it up. Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Okay, someone is being funny today. That's good, that's good. Alrighty, so Divine Feminines, you've got 5 of Swords clarified by 3 of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that there is a bit of a challenge that you felt because of how your life has been going, and you've reconsidered it when setting some new intentions for yourself for this period, or you should at least. We're still in new moon energy, by the way. It's pretty strong, and you have all the opportunities to still align with it and set yourself up with something beautiful, like I said, in the next 2 weeks and while the moon is waning, and for the next 6 months. So you can have your short-term goals and long-term goals or intentions. But I'm getting that it's the intentions you're setting right now, or you've set for this period, are driven by certain disappointments that you've had recently, or certain blockages, certain impasse situations that you've seen, when it seems like there is no way out, or it's not clear how to move next. So it's like you're asking for guidance, or you should be at least, and to be more open to the signs from the universe. That's what that's the energy, at least. So you're becoming more open towards the signs of the universe, and that's beautiful. You see, like in this deck, there's also this bird. In the regular Rider-Waite tarot, there isn't a bird. So to me, this is like, I guess he's letting the bird go, right? So it's like you've set your intention and you let it go. You're not fixated on it. You're not panicking that it's not happening quickly enough, right? But you were very conscious about it. You know exactly why you said it, why it's important for you, and you released it into the universe. And that's how the magic is going to start happening, and the coldness of Five of Swords, or lack of collaboration from the universe or from other people, will start transforming for you. It's pretty cool. And that in turn will free up some space and energy for those gifts to come through, and for you to be able to deliver them to the world. Basically, to be more authentic, to be more yourself, because you don't have all this stress about something not happening in your life. For the masculines, we have 10 of Cups in reverse, clarified by 4 of Cups in reverse. And it's interesting because this 4 of Cups is the part where he took the cup from the sky and poured out the love. So this is not what Divine Masculine is doing right now. They see that they are not in the most, they're not what they want to be with their emotional fulfillment, with their family, with how things are around them. They don't feel like they can openly express love, and that other people are expressing love openly towards them. Like they can feel here and there that people are walking on the eggshells. And maybe it's not very clear right now why in every single case, but Divine Masculines realize that that's not how they want to live their life. And instead of just, believing in something and then losing the love, or getting disappointed about that love, right? Like we get excited when we first fall in love, or we find a friend and something, right? Whoever comes close to our heart, whoever we open up to. And then after a little while, we get disappointed. Or if not completely disappointed, it's not what we thought it was. And a lot of times, especially in Divine Masculine side, they had to reconsider. And that was the regret. That's where the love was pouring out and away from them. They're like, no, I was mistaken again. Oops. So now they don't want to do that anymore, and they want to attract something that is going to be truly loving, and they don't want to waste the opportunity that will be provided to them for something, because they understand that it's kind of a two-way street. I'm getting here too, and that the emotional fulfillment in 10 of Cups actually depends on all people involved. So this is, and we actually spoke about New Moon in Libra, and that it's a lot about balancing emotions and balancing relationships. So this is very important work that Divine Masculine is doing right now, on realizing that on seeing, like being able to see, to feel the energy more upfront, so they don't get disappointed, and also seeing how everyone is supposed to do their part. And that's also an important indicator. For example, if they don't have motivation to do their part, that's probably not it, right? Or not the right time for that love to come in. If they're making an effort, but they don't see effort from the other side, they don't see the same commitment, excitement, and happiness from another person, then again, it's not the right person, or it's not the right time, right? Whatever it is, it needs to click, it needs to come together in time. As much as it sounds complicated of people with very different lives coming together at the right time, at the right place kind of idea. It's important, it's vital if you're looking for 10 of Cups. And Divine Masculines suddenly come to realization they do want 10 of Cups. They don't want to settle for anything else. They want that 10 of Cups. It's like this subtle realization that, and that's where this Phoenix in joyful abundance comes in, that they saw somewhere how it's possible to make a happy life for themselves. Not necessarily for themselves, but maybe they saw it with one of their friends, or even in a movie or in some celebrity story of how beautiful the relationship was, how beautiful people were with each other in there. And they realized that's what they want for themselves. And they had this, something inside them said that it's possible. It's not a fairy tale. It's, you know, it's actual life. It's possible. Just need to be more meticulous about it, you know, not just like say, okay, I wish for this, and for this, but be ready for, you know, some hardship as well while you get into it, or maybe some trial and error at least. Open your eyes, you know, be mindful of what's happening around you, be in the moment. And that's how you're gonna attract this. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get into the, so yeah, welcome to the Libra season. It was this ending line. Libra is actually ruled by Venus, and that's one of the reasons why this is like the relationship sign. Another sign that's ruled by Venus is Taurus. But you know, we're in Libra season. So Libra is about balancing in general. It's about balancing emotions big time, big time. And on top of it, it's, you know, also because of some other planetary positions right now, it's about balancing relationships and seeing who is supposed to, and this is like the prerequisite work that Divine Masculine is doing, to see what kind of relationships they want to keep in their life and how they want to build relationships in their life. Messages from Divine Masculines to Divine Feminines. I'm a very jealous person and I left because you told me to. So yes, they acknowledge that they may have acted rashly recently with whatever went between you two, but this is because they love you so much and they are still working on like coping with it and trying to figure out how to find the middle ground. Or, you know, it's like a lot of them are in denial of this relationship, but at the same time, you know, these emotions come up and they cannot control them. It's interesting. Okay, let's get some messages from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. That's, to me, that acknowledgement is also one of the steps towards emotional balance, balancing the emotions that are going to be flying or have been flying recently. I mean, we're still in Mercury retrograde, for God's sake, so of course there are sparks and misunderstandings and all kind of craziness. And that's happening till October 4th, I think. And from Divine Feminines we have You Make My Heart Full, definitely. And that's the 10 of Cups energy, by the way. So Divine Feminine is like winking at Divine Masculine, is like, you already have the 10 of Cups with me energetically, just a matter of time until we make it happen in 3D. So we can, you know, it's more tangible, but we already have it in 5D and it's beautiful. Love this message. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.